Hello mga kababayan. Magandang morning, magandang Monday po sa inyong lahat. Today is already uh, the 2nd of February 2026. Nandito po tayo sa labas ng ICC Detention Facility. Nakausap ko lang po, ngayon lang po si Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, who's actually just went inside the ICC Detention Facility. I am again showing to you yung lugar kung saan si BRRD is currently detained. The International Criminal Court Detention Facility. Tatay Digong, lumaban ka lang always. Nandito pa rin kami. Palagi ka naming pinagdadasal, BRRD. And then, malapit na ang confirmation charges hearing and annual review of detention. Trust your lawyers. I know you do. Please hold on to the hope that one day all of this will be over and you'll be brought back to the Philippines. So yes, nandito po tayo. I was just shocked, guys, kasi I was waiting outside the detention facility, where just basically thinking of who's going to be the next person who's going to visit the former president this week onwards. Tapos, a familiar voice, nagsabi siya, "Alvin, what are you doing here? Why are you alone?" Gumanyan siya. When I gazed through, nakita ko si Attorney Nicholas Kaufman. And that was to me not very, how do I say that? Familiar, in the sense that normally pag nag-visit naman talaga yung lawyers, it's after the family visit. Then I walk towards Attorney Nick, and then I ask or engage in a conversation with him, asking about who's going to be visiting the former president this week. And then he responded that this week it will be the lawyers' week to visit. I think that is going to be in preparation for the confirmation of charges hearing, and that they will have more time to discuss the things, or probably loop in the former president doon sa kanilang defense strategies or whatnot in preparation to the confirmation of charges hearing. That being said, mga kababayan, ang bibisita po kay PRRD this week will be his lawyers. So everyday naman po ang visit ng lawyers ni former president. So sabi pa niya sa akin, "Umuwi ka," sabi ni Attorney Nicholas Kaufman. "Umuwi ka, it's very cold." Indeed, mga kababayan, it is extremely cold, and it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Malalaman niyo po na talagang malamig siya kasi wala po kasi akong tulog kagabi, guys, kasi I was watching attentively rather, the House Committee on Justice hearing doon sa referred impeachment complaint against the sitting president of the Republic of the Philippines. That's why I wasn't really able to sleep very well. I think around alas 5 na ako natulog, guys. Listening, reading and listening, ganon. So, sorry if I look like I haven't really had any sleep or whatnot. So, ang gagawin ko lang ngayon, probably go to the city, or I'll probably go to Amsterdam maybe to run some errands or whatnot. And then, yeah, that's basically the case. Lipay gyud ko makalive. So, I don't know if you want to go with me sa ako ang errands for today. I'll just do some things. And tomorrow onwards, I'll just go to the Duterte Street, to talk to our kababayans or whoever wants to visit there or whatnot. But for today, I'll just make it my Alvin and Tourism moment. Like, just being myself. So the update, by the way, from The Hague, mga kababayan, is that, again, to reiterate, no, ang bibisita po kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte this week will be his lawyers. I think I can connect this to the statement of Vice President Sara Duterte with respect to cutting her visit short because of the responsibility she has in the Philippines, most especially those who were affected by the tragic event of yung nalunod na barko, mga kababayan. Actually, a lot of Filipinos lost a lot of their relatives or family members in the process, and that the Vice President feels that she needed to be there because that's her mandate as the Vice President, the second highest post of the Republic of the Philippines. And also, on the 23rd, 24th, 26th, and 27th of February, mga kababayan, I urge all of you to be present and to show up doon sa ICC, International Criminal Court. Sa labas mismo ng ICC, there is a designated place for Filipinos to gather, and that we can, show up. We can make our presence felt, not only locally here in The Hague, but also internationally, as we broadcast the real-time happening, no, doon. Hopefully our presence will again pierce through the walls of the International Criminal Court and will give the much needed strength para sa defense team ni PRRD, who's going to be litigating the matter before the court. By the way, this will be streamed online as well. As to which courtroom, malalaman po natin yan very, very soon. And also the million-dollar question is that, will the former president be present during these hearings, or will there be an option, or will he opt out from being present for the hearing, mga kababayan? So, yun po ang pinaka-importante nating malaman na sa paparating na mga araw, lalong-lalo na ngayon sa February. No, ang dami kasi nangyayari ngayon na February, guys. Kung hindi nyo po nalalaman, February 2 pa lang, 2 impeachment complaint were already filed against Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. One filed by the Makabayan Bloc, and the other one is filed by civil society leaders, who, by the way, are so eager to file the impeachment complaint against the Vice President, kasi it's already a public knowledge that the impeachment complaint filed last year were declared by the Supreme Court with finality unconstitutional. However, I already posted also what the Supreme Court promulgated with respect doon sa due process na dapat i-follow with respect to impeachment proceedings. However, while listening to doon sa Committee on Justice hearing, no, sinabi doon ng chair ng Committee on Justice na they are not sure as of the moment. She cannot directly answer the question on whether or not they're going to adopt the resolution or the determination or the promulgation of those said due process by the Supreme Court. Sinabi niya yun doon. So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko, mga kababayan, pupunta ko doon sa center. I'll just probably tour you around if you are up for that. And then we will be casually talking about many things. If you raise questions or whatnot, most particularly about the current events happening in our country. So, yes, mga kababayan, wala po talaga tayong magawa kundi makialam, at dapat malaman natin anong nangyayari sa ating bayan. Lalong-lalo na ngayon na pilit ko po itong pinaulit-ulit. Inuulit-ulit ko po ang fact na dapat hindi po ito ma-disregard, that the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines in the name of Inday Sara Zimmerman Duterte received the highest electoral mandate ever in the Philippine political history, mga kababayan. More than 32 million Filipinos actually voted for her. That is an overwhelming mandate that cannot be diminished to a mere exploitation of what seemed to be an extraordinary remedy. Hello, thank you, Ruby. Extraordinary remedy already provided under our constitution to remove public officials who are guilty of specific crimes, no? Specific how do I say that, charges indicated under our constitution. So dapat po, hindi po pwede papetex-petex tayo, mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na ngayon. Our democracy is under siege. Bakit po? Mga konting tao lang, select few lang po ang nagde-decide para sa ating bayan, which will be indicative of us, mga Filipinos, on how are we going to fight through a very alive democracy that should be present in our society. Yan po ang totoo, mga kababayan. So this month for me is really important sa akin. That's why I was early. I wanted to know. Hindi ko lang na-videohan na nagbisikleta pa rin si Attorney Nicholas Cafon because I was reading so many things. So hindi ko na-videohan yun. Sabi niya, may bigla na lang kasing sumigaw, mga kababayan. Sinabihan ako na, hey, Alvin, what are you doing here? Why are you alone? Yun po ang totoo, mga kababayan, na reality. Na, you know, it's just very difficult to be mum or to be silent about this. Hello. Or to be silent about these things kasi importante talaga to. For me, it's very important na dapat tayo ay na nakikisali sa discussion, that we remain informed about the things that they have been doing. Napansin ko din doon sa hearing ng Committee on Justice, no? Na parang siya, parang, alam mo yun, yung parang pakitang tao, yung ganun, yung parang ganyan lang nakita ko lang na chika. Na-assessment ko lang pa bilang isang keen observer. Bakit last minute, bigla na lang mag-walk out, tapos mag-walk out ka, magpapaalam ka pa ba? Hindi, mag-walk out ka na. Yun po yung naisip ko, mga kababayan. So, for now, that's basically it, no? Na nangyayari ngayon sa bayan natin. Ang gagawin ko lang talaga is, gawin ang kaya kong gawin bilang isang private citizen. I-share yung thought processes ko, share yung point of views ko, engage in what little or big conversations possible, and mag-iisa sa layunin natin para sa ating bansa, para sa future generation of Filipinos. Yan lang naman ang gusto kong mangyari, mga kababayan. Walang mga whatever hidden agenda, but actually it's all about the respect to the overwhelming mandate given by the Filipino people through the rights to suffrage, the right to suffrage to select their leaders, who actually was done in 2022 when they rendered their votes overwhelmingly given to the Vice President. So yan po ang pinaka-importante sa akin, no? Na sana hindi tayo magtulog-tulog sa pansitan. Sana hindi natin parang ibaliwala ang ating ang mga pagkakataong dapat tayo ay makisali sa diskusyon, no? So yan po ang pinaka-importante. Ang visit po ngayon is ang mga lawyers ni PRRD for the whole week, mga kababayan. It will be the lawyers of PRRD talaga. So then they will have more time again to prepare for the upcoming confirmation of charges hearing, which will be set on the 22nd, 23rd, 25th, 23rd, 24th, 26th, and 27th. So for now, guys, I think this live will be cut short for the reason na it's not really going to, how do I say that, entertain you any further, no? So, pupunta ako sa Amsterdam ngayon, and I will explore and do some errands or whatnot. And then, for the sake of, for the lack of better words, I hope you all will be safe and healthy. Stay healthy kasi mataas-taas pa tong laban na to. Laban pa rin tayo. Hanggang sa dulo, ilaban natin ito.